Yesterday, I talked to a 74-year-old woman that's going back to work. She has 200K in a brokerage account, 300K in savings, and a rental property that gives her a little bit of money every month. And thank goodness for that rental property, because without it, using the 4% rule, she'd need to find a way to live off of $20,000 a year. That's roughly the amount of money she could withdraw from that $500,000, assuming it was invested properly, without running out of money. Between her work and her real estate, she'll likely be okay. But that's not what bums me. For the last 10 years, she's been paying a 2% advisor fee on that $200,000 in a brokerage account. Plus, she's had $300,000 just sitting in cash for 10 years. Back of the napkin math, she should have closer to $250,000 in that brokerage, but she lost at least $40,000 to $50,000 in fees over the last 10 years. And that $300,000 in cash, if it had been invested, could be worth roughly $590,000 today. So her total missed opportunity for additional retirement funds in just the last 10 years is $370,000. So when you think you're behind, I want you to remember that if this woman had made some better choices at 64, she'd be in a completely different situation and have the flexibility not to have to work in her 70s. But she was working with the wrong person, and it wasn't her fault. She didn't know enough to know the difference. But this was someone that definitely didn't care about the big picture, because anyone that wanted her to succeed would never have encouraged her to keep $300,000 in cash, not a high-yield savings account, and would have invested her in one fund that was a percent, and then charged her another percent on top of it. It's genuinely criminal. You don't need to become a stock market expert to avoid this type of situation, but you do need to understand where your money is going and how it's growing. I host free investing workshops all the time to explain this exact concept, because I'm sick of women getting screwed over and ripped off by assets under management, AUM fees, and those are advisors that charge a percent of your money on an ongoing basis. There are just better options. There's flat fee advisors. You can learn how to do it yourself. You can learn the basics and get hourly help when you need it. You don't need to be paying someone on an ongoing basis for something that you can learn how to create and set and do yourself. I want you to keep multiple six figures of your hard-earned money. You got to learn how to invest to do that.